The Kingdom of Kiddies. Hi, are you ready for African story? It's Amandla's time. Nelson Mandela, A Hero's Journey. Chapter 1, A Little Boy Named Nelson. In a small village called Mvezo, in South Africa, there was a little boy named Nelson. He loved to run and play in the fields, and he had a big smile that could light up any room. Nelson was curious about the world and always asked many questions. His mother, who loved telling him stories, often shared tales of brave leaders and heroes. Nelson dreamed of one day becoming a hero himself. Chapter 2, Growing Up and Learning. As Nelson grew older, he went to a school far from his home to learn new things. He studied hard and read many books. Nelson realized that his country was not fair to everyone. Some people were treated badly just because of the color of their skin. This made Nelson very sad and determined to make a change. Chapter 3, Standing Up for Justice. Nelson decided to become a lawyer to help people fight for their rights. He worked hard and helped many people who were treated unfairly. But the government did not like what Nelson was doing. They wanted things to stay the same. Nelson knew he had to be brave, just like the heroes in his mother's stories. Chapter 4, A Long Time in Prison. Because he stood up for what was right, Nelson was put in prison. He was there for a very long time, 27 years. Even though he was in prison, he never lost hope. He dreamed of a day when everyone in South Africa would be treated equally. Nelson spent his time reading, writing, and thinking about how to make his dream come true. Chapter 5, Freedom and Change. Finally, Nelson was set free. People all over the world celebrated his release. Nelson continued to work hard for peace and equality. In 1994, something amazing happened. Nelson Mandela became the first black president of South Africa. He worked with people of all races to build a new, fair country. Chapter 6, A Legacy of Love and Peace. Nelson Mandela taught the world about the power of forgiveness and the importance of standing up for what is right. He showed that even one person can make a big difference. Nelson's courage, kindness, and wisdom continue to inspire people everywhere to work for a better world. Remember, just like Nelson Mandela, you can make a difference too. Be kind, be brave, and always stand up for what is right. The world needs heroes like you to make it a better place. Alright kids, let's see how well you remember Nelson Mandela's story. If you get the answer right, awesome. If not, there's a fun action for you to do. Ready? Let's go. Question 1. What was young Nelson's favorite activity near his home? 1. Playing sports. 2. Running and playing in the fields. 3. Reading books. If you pick 2. Running and playing in the fields, you're right. Give yourself a high five. If you got it wrong, do a little dance for 10 seconds. Question 2. What did Nelson realize when he grew older and went to school? 1. That he loved art. 2. That everyone was treated equally. 3. That some people were treated unfairly because of their skin color. If you pick 3. That some people were treated unfairly because of their skin color, awesome job. You're amazing. If you got it wrong, touch your toes 5 times. Question 3. What profession did Nelson choose to help people fight for their rights? 1. Doctor. 2. Lawyer. 3. Teacher. If you pick 2. Lawyer, fantastic. You're super smart. If you got it wrong, jump up and down 5 times. Question 4. How many years did Nelson spend in prison? 1. 10 years. 2. 20 years. 3. 27 years. If you pick 3. 27 years, great job. You nailed it. If you got it wrong, spin around in a circle 2 times. Question 5. What happened in 1994 that was amazing for Nelson and South Africa? 1. Nelson became the first black president of South Africa. 2. Nelson won a sports competition. 3. Nelson moved to another country. If you picked 1. Nelson became the first black president of South Africa. Fantastic. You're awesome. If you got it wrong, clap your hands 5 times. Overall question. What is the main lesson Nelson Mandela's story teaches us? 1. To be brave and fight for what is right. 2. To be afraid of challenges. 3. To always follow the rules no matter what. If you picked 1. To be brave and fight for what is right, you're a star. If you got it wrong, march in place for 10 seconds. Great job, everyone. You all did fantastic, and remember, you're unique and amazing just like Nelson Mandela. Keep shining bright.